Hi, welcome back to My Life with Plants. I'm Newman. Gonna do some mounting. I think I said I was gonna do that before with this Epidendrum porpax and Dinema polybourbon. So I cut these off. My main plants that are still growing in the pot, but this weather has been really hot and I'm afraid I might lose them. So I better do some mounting. And I'm also going to take Leptotes bicolor out because I found one bulb that had rotted. And I don't know what that means. Does it mean that it's getting too stressed out and will die? Could be. So I don't want to take chances. Okay. It is melting hot inside at the moment. So don't mind me if I sound like I'm complaining or something. I try not to. But it is very hot and it's been tough. As you know, we are probably in a climate that's just as hot and unbearable. And I noticed that it's much hotter than it was 10 years ago. It's like we're just getting these typical excruciating temperatures. They're just becoming typical now. Instead of the minority, they're becoming the majority of the heat that we have during August. And to tell you the truth, it's just too much for a lot of plants. It's too much for my orchids. They can't. Whoopsie! I bumped the camera stand. It's just too much for most orchids to handle, to tell you the truth. And I've been having to move them to the trees downstairs and hang them in there. That's the only place I can actually keep them alive. There's no other way at all. There's literally no other way. The ones on the balcony are Dendrobium and Cattleyas, and they are generally tougher plants. They can handle a little bit more and they're also larger, and they've been pushing out a lot of new canes too. So that means that they are fine. For these particular ones that they require a cooler. Same with a lot of the native plants too. They require cooler temperatures than this. And they are in the fight for survival. Now the ones hanging underneath the trees will be fine all the way till the end. The ones in my greenhouse on the balcony, well, as I said before, that's like a trial. I'm going to see what happens. In any case, if they don't make it, they don't make it, and I won't do it again. But they are in shade. That buzzing is just an update on my phone. So, for the most part, they are in the complete shade. but the balcony is south facing, and in that corner it is shaded. The sun kind of catches it in the afternoon a little bit. I think that's holding it on pretty well. Yeah, I should do fine. So this is the first one I've mounted my Dyneema, Dyneema, what did I call it again? Oh my gosh. Brain is melting. Let me just bend that up so we get a nice firm grip. Just like that. That would do fine. And this one would be going into the trees. So that's number one. I don't know what I was talking about. What was I talking about? I was talking about the orchids. Yeah, they're in the shade there. But boy, it's the heat. The heat is the thing, even without the sun. The heat is like nearly it's got to be close to 40 degrees daily on that balcony. Just don't know what to do. Finding cool places is difficult, and so I will have to change my plans for next year where I grow my orchids. They're going to be exclusively attached to the trees, no doubt. It will be the plan. The native ones, of course, as you know, they are mounted to the trees on the property, and some of them are in pots, growing in sphagnum moss, hanging underneath trees in mini terracotta pots. Those would be the native ones. And in Japan, the native ones is Dendrobium monoliforme and Vandefalcata. We also have other natives, of course. Gastroglytis or something like that is another one. We also got another one that's quite wiry. It kind of reminds me of a Vanda looking thing. It has very long, slender terete stems. Also we have a few native bulbophyllums. One being more common, the one I'm growing now. Fingers crossed that it's on the mountain, it'll survive. When I bought it from the plant nursery, it was in sphagnum moss in a pot, and it didn't like it one bit. It just slowly but surely died. And so I have mounted it with a little bit of sphagnum moss. It seems to be doing fine. And being a native of Japan, it has to put up with heat, because it's not cool at all. Not cool at all here in this country in the summer. Okay. I hope I'm still in focus. You can see what's going on, but this is Epidendrum porpax, Hulba. And it'll probably thrive on here. And that means that I should have been growing all of my orchids this way. We're always defying nature by sticking things in pots. It doesn't work. It turned out pretty well. Look, nice. Next one. Just going to go on this big slab. Look at that one. You like that? It's even got lichen on it. Need something pretty long. Probably like that. Give it a bend. Put it through. Ooh. Bend it up. I'm gonna give this a bend on the top like that. There. It's got lots of nooks and crannies in this piece. Cork isn't cheap. A nice big piece like that is $30. But oh well. I had to buy it. Okay, leptotes. Prepare for the shock. We'll prepare for nothing, because I'm just got to tell you this, growing in pots in hot countries like this, you expect almost no growth. We have a little. It's trying. Maybe here. It's been trying its best, but it is just not good enough. So that means that it's alive. I lost some of the plant at the back. Where is my camera? So just move it back a bit more like that. So, oh, there we go. I feel like I have to be closer. But that's not right. Okay, so yes, I did lose parts of this. It's still healthy and still fine. We're going to do the right thing. We're going to mount it. This moss is alright. Yeah. Give it a good smell. It still smells fine. Yeah. Help if I squirt my nose. Okay, so I'm just gonna squirt my nose. It's a little blocked. So, why do we bother growing orchids in pots? Why bother at all, right? I'm thinking if I stick some moss in these holes and stuff, it'll just give it enough moisture, like so. It's pretty wet, this mix, and that would be probably too wet. Yep, probably too wet. And we got all the heat to contest with. Too wet, too hot, too everything. Orchids are very specialized growers in nature, and they require their environment almost 100%. If they don't get it, they die. They're unlike a lot of other species of plant in the plant world. And those plants can actually adapt and sometimes grow so well. See, there's a little dead bit there. They can grow so well that they can become noxious in a country, which means that they just overtake. But orchids are just not like that. They require their environment that they grow in to start with. And if they don't get it, they suffer. They need it exactly how they get in nature, and no other way. They are not good at adapting at all to new environments or different environments. They don't have that ability. Take, for instance, I don't know, wisteria. Wisteria is a good example of a plant that you can introduce to another country and it becomes noxious, and it's a native of Japan. But orchids can't do that. Maybe graminifolia could do that. And there's actually one in Florida that I remember now that grows on roadways and in pockets of soil along roads and everywhere. That is being called a noxious plant. I don't know if you know that one, but you will if you're from Florida and you're watching my program. But for the most part, there isn't very many at all that can ever become noxious. Never. So here we begin the process. So that I will keep over there with my thumb as I strategically wrap this around and around. If I go off camera, I don't mean to. Wish I could move that. Gosh. Move this side. Right. There we go. Problem solved. That's not what I want you to do. I want you to grow up. Upright. Not down. There we go. Stretch it up and over. Am I still online? Am I still on the camera? Trying to watch the camera as I'm doing this. There. You're getting there. You're probably thinking, a bit excessive, aren't we? With the nylon. I love this nylon. It's quite stretchy. It's got some give in it, so I kind of like. Means it's actually got it's actually nylon for crafts, and it's not nylon fishing nylon. What happened there? What happened? Did it go? Did it? What's going on? Now that's funny. I see. So this is kind of craft nylon. So it is elasticy. How's that for interesting? What am I saying? I'm trying to concentrate and think of something to say too. What can I say about what I've just done now? I hope can't find space. I hope that this is a success and it grows really well. Oh my gosh. It's times like these you wish you had 3 hands. What's that dripping on the floor? I thought that was me. I really want to call out to somebody to help me. So, what I wanted to say is, am I going to be pleased with what I've done? I would think so. I think this will work out really well. Oh, gosh, how many times do I have to do that? I am now melting. All done. The wrestling is over. Mounted on there really well. That's good. Ta-da! Leptotes bicolor has been mounted. Should I stick it here or should I stick it here? You know what? I think I should stick it here. This would be a better place for it because it'll grow and cover the label. You won't be able to see it. So, you know, I'm one of those people that I never pick the easy way. You would just want to stick it in there, right? But, you know, I don't work like that. I could have like picked some difficult area. Okay. This is quite stable and it's a little floppy. Now I want to wrap nylon this way, I think, because I kind of want it to feel secure, which will make it grow better. Whew. It's very hot. It's very hot in here. Very hot. Okay, we're going to try to go this way. So let's do that. What happened there? Anyway, how's everyone else's orchids going? Are they thriving? Are you having troubles? How's the heat over there? And if it's not that, then how's winter going? Winters over here are freezing. So anything that's not native to this country is going to have to go inside, except for Dendrobium nobile, which, contrary to popular belief, it puts up with very cold temperatures. I don't know if I've said it before, but Dendrobium nobiles can grow outside here, and you can get temperatures down to -8, and then you get some snow too. However, the humidity is low and the days are sunny. Okay. When I'm finished, I can breathe. Whew. Oh my gosh, I'm hot. Okay, so yes, contrary to popular belief, Dendrobium nobiles, or a lot of them, can put up with the cold. A lot of cold. -8? Does that shock you? As long as they're out of the reach of the frost, they will take -8. But the very next day, the sun has to come out. That's the irony of it, is that you must have that sunlight come out every day after. And that sun is quite intense, bright, very bright. The air temperature feels like 10 or 5 degrees. However, the sunlight feels 20 degrees on your face and on your body. The air temperature is very cold, very cold. And Dendrobiums hanging under trees or on branches, on fences, they will get through the cold. I have seen some with very, very red stems after that, but they've pulled through and actually recovered. Start growing again. Okay. I hope I've done the right thing with this mount. I didn't want this plant to perish. Good thing is that it's put up with a lot so far, and let's see how it grows on this nice mount. I'm just going to take this camera now so you can get a look at me. Look at me, all drenched. I'm really sweaty. But this is a room that doesn't have air conditioning or anything. Just got the window open a little bit. And why is it open a little bit? Because you're just going to let in hot air. You don't want that. So
Yep, one room is air conditioned. The other rooms have plants. They have the fan blowing around right now. Okay, so that is Leptotes bicolor, native of Brazil, that scrambles along trees in nice I don't know, 400 going up, 400 meters, or it could be lower. Has a nice vanilla scented flowers, which are very beautiful. So glad I mounted it. Next, Orchids bicolor alba and Denema polybourbon. So I had a nice piece mounted on there, and voila, let's see how they go. We'll do an update on where I've hugged them and everything. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this was fun and entertaining. And if you're not sure and then you need to know more about what kind of heat I'm talking about and the conditions and everything like that can help you with your orchids, then leave me a message and I will send better details. And if that's not enough, I will do an update on the balcony one more time. But it's very hard to explain climates. Very hard. We try our best. Just think of this as almost it's so hot that in Japan, so far over 200 people have died from heat stroke, or and they could be elderly people that are not too well. But you got to pay attention to the heat. Don't ignore it. Try to keep hydrated. Drink plenty of water when you go out. Don't underestimate how the heat can actually do damage to you. And let me know what you think of these mounts. Did I do a good job? What do you think? Do you think I did the right thing by taking my Leptotes bicolor out? Let me know about that too. And if you watch my programs and you see something I'm doing wrong with my orchids that can help me better, then let me know about that also, because I'm still learning, but I'm getting better by the day. Anyway, until next time, thanks for watching, and this has been my life with plants. And don't forget, looking after your plants is not a chore, it's part of your self-care. So when you do some maintenance or something with your plants, you'll feel much better mentally and mentally and also physically. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye bye. I'll let you see where I hung them. We have this conifer tree here. There's two. There's the other one. The tooties. They're going to hang up there now. Spring and summer and fall or autumn, and then they're going to come inside. It's about the best I can provide for orchids, besides my baking balcony. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.